My name is Fiona and I'm a counseling psychologist. Over the past few years, I have been paying attention to the growing number of mental health issues and felt called to put out a film to create awareness on what mental health is and what we can all do to build and maintain it. My journey with mental health started with the death of my best friend. After she died, I slipped into depression and didn't even know how bad it was until I went to see a therapist and left with a bipolar diagnosis. It hit me hard. I wanted to learn more about what this all meant for me and most of all, how I could get better. On my healing journey, I've learned some wonderful things that I would like to share with you with the help of a few cool people I got to interview.
Hi, my name is Joe Mahinda. I'm a filmmaker and I'm based in Nairobi.
He and I have been friends for over 10 years. We've shared many experiences. Neither one of us would have imagined that grieving our best friends would be one of them.
So about 3 years ago, my best friend passed away and I was working a really stressful job. So kind of like merged into this demon in my mind. And yeah, it's something I've been dealing with until as soon as last week. I've learned a lot. I think 1 in every 3 person that I kind of know is suffering from mental health in one way or another, but they don't like to admit it. The thought that you could be mentally ill sometimes is like an uneasy thought. Yeah, and you wanna be like this, oh I'm fine, oh I'm okay, but you know, you're really not.
Chatting with Joe had me think it would be great to check in with my psychiatrist, Dr. Mutiso, and have him expound on the whole concept of mental health and mental illness.
A person who is mentally healthy functions well, they grow well, they are able to achieve what they need to achieve, and that is really the normal, and that is what we all want to look at. Mental illness is when there is dis-ease in what is normal, and that can be anything from the minor mental illnesses like anxiety to depression to bipolar to much more serious illnesses like schizophrenia. And I wanted to emphasize at this point, mental illness is an illness like any other illness, and it's treatable. The majority of it is treatable, and what we cannot treat, we can at least manage.
It was only after sitting in a therapist's office, having recounted stories from my childhood, that I learned about trauma and how it can contribute to mental illness. Having learned about the various types of trauma, the decline in my mental health to the point of a bipolar diagnosis started to make sense. And as fate would have it, my co-director Celine knew someone who also received a mental illness diagnosis as a result of trauma.
My name is Monene Irene Joki. I'm clinically diagnosed to be a schizophrenic. So there are times I will get really angry and my behavior will definitely turn from 0 to 100%. Let me base it on the story I experienced mostly in high school. We had our class teacher who was a man, and I'm sorry if I get emotional. It's the first time I'm talking about him publicly. Teachers used to go around, they're peeping on the windows, who is sleeping, who is not sleeping. So apparently this guy has been standing on the window, like the window is somewhere here and then I'm seated just directly. He has been there for almost 30 minutes. He bashed in class. Then he was like, Irene, stand up. Don't get anything off your locker, just stand up and step to the front. And trust me, I was shaken. So he came in, he asked me to step to the front. I stepped to the front and he took my book and he read a certain page I had written about my dad beating up my mom to the whole class. Like, he took my diary, stood with it, like the way he would stand with an English textbook and read out my journals, page after page. It struck a nerve in me, and I felt really, really bad, because to me that was psychological and emotional bullying. You have not bullied me by beating me up, you have tortured me psychologically, built up to some emotional torture. It built up to a point where I experienced hormonal imbalance. And this one time now, when I refused to go back to school in Form 3, my mom consulted a doctor at KNH. Then the doctor told her we could treat the problem as a psychiatry issue, because we have already tried treating it the gynecologist kind of a way and it is not helping. Let's go the psychiatry way. And the psychiatry way actually helped.
So far, we've learned what mental health is and have taken time to understand how trauma can impact our mental health. The main question then, and the main reason I set out to make this film is, what do we do about it?
So one of the best things we are advising people is keep your friends. It doesn't cost much and it will keep you healthy.
So as part of maintaining mental health, some of the things that you can do is like journaling. Some people say listening to music helps them, so listen to music. See a counselor, make it normal. Don't feel like you're sick and don't isolate yourself.
Initially, my bipolar diagnosis felt like a death sentence, but I've managed to get my life back. I'm working in a field I'm passionate about and spend lots of time with those that I love, thanks to spending my days committed to building and maintaining my mental health. I took up meditation 5 years ago, and it has helped me heal my mind. So much so, I started cello lessons this year, something I would never have had the mental space for had I not been consistent in showing up for my healing. I also have the space to take up opportunities in my areas of interest, like making the film that you're now watching. And when I asked Joe and Irene what owning their healing has meant for them,
just have to kind of learn how to deal with these times when they come and accept also that it's gonna come, and don't let it take over you too much.
My personal journey has been majorly on the point of making functional transitions. I live to achieve a goal of making functional transitions. My parents and my boyfriend have enabled that to be true, because my parents have pushed me to be in school. They have worked hard themselves to put me in school, and now for the love of my life, the love is enough to make me functional. Yeah.
3, 4. Three, 4.